their God and David their king, whom I will raise up for them.
It certainly was a time of Jacob's trouble, and God did break the yoke from their neck and save them at that time from the foreigners that enslaved them. We know from the rest of scriptures there are terrible times ahead, and verse 9 hasn't happened yet. Although I would like to think that during the horror of the Holocaust, that the Lord revealed himself to some of his chosen people. I'd like Kevin now to read you a passage. It's from God and the Holocaust by Dan Cohen Sherbock.
In the Warsaw Ghetto, Jews attempted to resist the Nazis. They believed that the Jewish people could sanctify the name of God by fulfilling the divine quality of vengeance. Yet as the ghetto went up in flames, they too faced death as martyrs. In the rubble of the Warsaw Ghetto was discovered a jar containing a letter by Yossel Rakover, one of those who died in the onslaught, bearing witness to such faith. Death can no longer wait, and I must complete my writing. From the steps above me I hear the shots becoming weaker and weaker. Now the last of the defenders of our fortress are falling, and now the great Warsaw, the beautiful, God-fearing Jewish Warsaw, is falling and dying. The sun is setting, and I thank God that I will not see it anymore. The red of flames bursts through the lattice, and the piece of sky that I see is red and stormy like a torrent of blood. In an hour at most, I will be with my wife and children, and with millions of people who died in that better world where God rules alone. May he be praised forever, the God of the dead, the God of vengeance, the God of truth and justice, who will again light his countenance on the world. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. In your hand I place my soul.
Now that was a man that loved our God. Now history repeats itself, and the world is going to go through what we call the Great Tribulation. Israel hasn't finished suffering, and we must uphold her in our prayers. Jacob's trouble won't end until Jesus comes back. But our God is a good God, and he promises that one day Israel will recognise Jesus as their Messiah. Praise his name. Amen.